You have been using money your whole life, but have you ever stopped to ask what it actually is? Not what it buys, but what it is. Because the answer is stranger than you think. Money is not valuable because of what it is made of. A dollar bill is just a piece of paper. It costs about a penny to print. The only reason it is worth anything is because everyone agrees it is worth something. That is it. Money works because of a shared agreement. The moment people stop believing in it, it stops working. So if money is just an agreement, what exactly are we agreeing to? Money does three things. Understanding those three things is understanding what money actually is. The first thing money does is make trading easier. Economists call this the medium of exchange. Remember the bartering problem from the last video? A farmer who needs a cart but only has grain to trade has to find someone who makes carts and that also happens to need grain right then. In a world with millions of people and thousands of different goods, that becomes almost impossible. Money solves this. Instead of trading for goods directly, everyone agrees to trade for money first. The farmer sells his grain for money. Then he uses that money to buy a cart. The cart maker does not need grain, he just needs money, and everyone needs money. That is the first job. Money is the medium of exchange, the thing everyone accepts in the middle of every transaction. The second thing money does is hold value over time. Economists call this the store of value. Let's say you mow lawns all summer. You work hard, you earn money. You do not have to spend it all immediately. You can save it and spend it in December when you want something. That sounds obvious, but think about what it means. You did work in July. In December, you can trade that work for something completely different. The money stored the value of your labor across time. Without money, that is impossible. A farmer cannot save his summer vegetables to trade in December. They would be rotten and worthless by then. But money does not rot. It holds its value until you are ready to use it. That is the second job. Money is a store of value. It preserves what you have earned until you are ready to spend it. The third thing money does is give everything a price. Economists call this the unit of account. How do you compare a pair of sneakers to a video game to a concert ticket? They are completely different things, but when everything has a price in the same currency, you can compare anything to anything. $20 for a game, $80 for sneakers, $120 for a concert ticket. Now you can make a decision. You can weigh one against the other. You can budget. You can plan. Without a shared unit of account, none of that is possible. You would have no common language for value. That is the third job. Money is the unit of account, the common measure that lets us compare the value of everything. Now here is something worth knowing. Money has not always looked like a dollar bill. The earliest forms of money were commodity money. Things that had real value in themselves: gold, silver, salt, grain, cattle. They were used as money because people actually wanted them. A gold coin was worth something even if nobody accepted it as currency, because gold itself was useful and rare. Over time, governments started issuing representative money, paper notes that represented a fixed amount of a commodity stored somewhere. The paper itself was worthless, but it was a guaranteed claim on real gold or silver sitting in a vault. The United States operated this way for most of its history. Every dollar was theoretically backed by gold. Then, in 1971, President Nixon ended that system. Today, the dollar is what economists call fiat money. Fiat is a Latin word meaning decree or order. Fiat money has no value because it represents something physical, but because the government says it does, and because people trust that everyone else will keep accepting it. That sounds like a flimsy foundation, but it works, as long as trust holds. And when trust collapses, when a government prints so much money that people stop believing in it, you get what happened in 1920s Germany. Wheelbarrows full of cash to buy a loaf of bread. Fiat money without trust is just paper. So here is what money actually is. It is a tool. A tool that serves as a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. It started as commodity money with real physical worth, evolved into representative money backed by gold, and became the fiat money that we use today, backed by nothing but trust. The paper in your wallet is not the money. The agreement is the money. The paper is just how we keep track of it. And that agreement, that shared trust, is what the entire economy runs on. Speaking of things with real value, there are free resources over at historyillustrated.com. I have an image archive, coloring pages, and free president's coloring book, all hand-drawn, all free. See you next time.